Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another episode of Future Figuarts, and this is episode number 18. Last time we hit things up with the Android Saga and took a look at one of the lesser characters who actually had a very nice side fight. So with that said, if you missed episode 17, go check that out now. And I'm just putting this out there since this is episode 18, I'm wondering if we can get at least 180 likes on this one. This time though, we're taking a look at a character who already exists in figure form. And at first, I was putting off discussing his potential Figuarts appearance, but you know what? I thought, if Tamashii does this guy, they really gotta bring it if they want people to choose the Figuarts version over alternatives. Aside from that, his other two main forms have already been established in this line, and although it may not be his most powerful form, it's definitely his most maniacal. Without further ado, in episode 18, I give you Future Figuarts, Kid Buu. Okay, so Kid Buu. One of the reasons I think we should see him sooner than later is so that we can start closing out more sagas. Needless to say, we could probably do that with the Saiyan saga if we actually got Raditz in an updated Piccolo figure, but the Buu saga could also reap the same benefits since we've got the likes of Mr. Satan and the Great Saiyaman joining us as well. I mean, who else is left? Dabura, Videl, Babidi, Supreme Kai if anybody wants him. Now, I don't have to tell you how well Kid Buu would mesh with the current Figuarts lineup. I mean, we've had Super Saiyan 3 Goku for years without anyone to pair him up aside from maybe Beerus? Not even a Janemba. And as small as Kid Buu is compared to his other forms, his impact on the line would be quite the opposite. Speaking of small and large, the first thing is his scaling. Now, the Figuarts version can actually go ahead and copy the Figurized version because, in my opinion, the scale of that one works quite nicely. Kid Buu is short, we all know that. He falls somewhere below Goku's chest and Vegeta's shoulders. However, make no mistake here, he should not be super thin and skinny. If you look at his torso, he actually has quite a decent sized frame. And again, this is actually reflected quite well by the Figurized version. With regard to the paint apps now, Tamashii can go and straight up reuse Super Buu's paint apps, as like there isn't really much if at all any difference in terms of their appearances in here. Maybe a different shade of pink depending on the animation that you're looking at, but yeah. Alrighty, so faces. So for Kid Buu, especially in Figuarts form, the first thing it can do to trump the Figurize is the selection of faces. Just like Super Buu, Kid Buu should come with a frowning face because, of course, it's what he does. And in terms of the more sadistic faces, I think the Figuarts version should come with the more open mouth one to me. It just does a little bit more than the closed teeth smiley look at one. Now, of course, for the third face, I think an angrier looking face would suit Kid Buu well, of course. If anything, actually maybe swap out what I said about the sadistic face. Give the more sadistic face the closed mouth and have the open mouth face be the angrier one. Aside from these faces, I'd be surprised if we got more, but I think it'd be jokes if they threw in this face right here. For hands, again, I don't think there's anything too unique to imagine they'd include aside from your run-of-the-mill selection, and I'd be cool with that as long as the accessories made up for that. So for potential accessories, this is where Figuarts can once again take the cake, or has a chance to anyway. The Figurized version came with blast effect parts as well as a very nice chain lightning-ish key ball effect. However, the dark purple colors may not have been the most accurate. Now, Figuarts has seen key blasts before, and I don't think making a pink version should be too much of a problem. Now, whether or not we'll see both blasts and key balls is another question, or even if the ball will be done as well as a Figurized version with the lightning-ish effects. But hey, it's got to be at this point in order to justify spending more money on this version. I think one thing that totally put this release over the top is the inclusion of a Super Saiyan 2 head for Vegeta with a removable halo. Very much needed if you ask me, unless they plan on releasing a separate figure just for Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta, which by the way things have been going, I wouldn't be surprised about. I can't see a Super Saiyan 2 Goku head coming with this release over Vegeta just because, you know, when people think Kid Buu versus the two Saiyans at the end, it's usually with Super Saiyan 3 Goku in mind. He was just a bit more memorable despite the fact that Goku did fight him in Super Saiyan 2 as well. Alright guys, so Kid Buu. I think it's safe to say we're going to see him at some point. Question is it sooner or later? Aside from the side villains like Dabura, he's pretty much the last major villainous piece from the Buu saga, barring the Super Buu absorption forms. But I want to know, which one of you has already picked up the Figuarts version? Are you content with it? And would you swap it out for a Figuarts version if it was eventually released? Let me know, and as always, may the best of today's be the worst of the tomorrows. Peace.